Just the idea that like giving head is submissive or is less masculine. I mean, what's more masculine than helping your partner experience pleasure? Okay, cuties, welcome back to the Love Drive podcast. This week's episode, not safe for work and probably not safe for children. So if you have kids in the car, maybe cover their ears or put on some headphones because this week, Amy Baldwin, certified sex educator and a friend and a relationship coach, and one of my previous guests on the Love Drive podcast, and I are talking about what people need to know about eating pussy. That's right. Amy is also the co-host of the Shameless Sex podcast. They have over 500 episodes. She's a total hoot to talk about. And today, what do? We dismantle a little bit of the manosphere that says that throwing down on women is gay or submissive or low ROI. We talk about how to receive and how to get out of your own head, because that is something that might get in the way of enjoying the experience. We give real good tips, like solid, actionable tips on how to give good head, which includes modeling communication. We give you lots and lots of communication tools. We talk about the hygiene without the shame, how to keep it fresh down there. Amy busts out the vulva puppet. So we do some anatomy 101. We talk about a little bit of anal and some first date stories, how oral sex can be healing, advice for the reluctant giver, and then we do a little hot or not rapid fire. So this one is fun. This one is sexy. We say the word pussy probably 60 times, so get used to it. Pussy, pussy, pussy. Here we go. My name is Sean Galanos, and this is The Love Drive.
All right, introduction time. All right, hello, everyone. My name is Amy Baldwin, and I am, mostly known for being from the Shameless Sex podcast. And in a nutshell, the Amy-ness of Amy Baldwin. I'm 41 years old. My phone number is 5555. Just kidding. But I grew up in Santa Cruz, California, a little more of a progressive area for a lot of people, but not all of Santa Cruz is that. If you come here, we have a variety of humans. And in my upbringing, sex was not a shameful thing for me. I was not taught that it's shameful, that you shouldn't do it, or you have to wait till marriage, all these things. And I won't even talk all about blah, 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 because I could talk forever. But I did end up opening a sex shop with my mom in my early 20s. Yes, that's how progressive my upbringing was. And through that, I became a certified sex educator, a sex and relationship coach. I started working for a fantastic lube brand called Uber Lube, one of my favorite lubes in the whole world. And then my dear friend April and I, she's on a similar path, we guested on the podcast Sex with Emily in 2017. And we loved every second of it. And we decided to start a creative project just for funsies. And that was Shameless Sex, the podcast. And it blew up and became a business. So we've been podcasting for over 9 years. We have close to 500 episodes. I was saying Sean was there maybe in the first year.
Yeah,
it's wild. Yes, I remember that one. That was super fun. It was actually, and during that time, Sean, by the way, that episode, because it was a similar topic to what we're talking about. It was what men should know or what women wish you knew about eating pussy or something. And that was our top episode for like a year. This is a hot topic. So I'm so glad we're revisiting.
I had no idea.
Yeah, it was for a long time. Yeah, it was just people really wanted to learn about that and also the way it was worded. But yeah, so I'm so excited to do this again. And then the other thing, I also wrote a book during the pandemic that's also called Shameless Sex. It's like a choose your own adventure book, but that's trademarked, everyone. So we're not going to call it that. But it's nonfiction and it's about sex and relationships. So instead of us telling you what to do, like here's your sex problem, we say, well, what's the outcome that you want? If you want this kind of outcome, go to this page to learn more. If you want this outcome, go to that page so you can kind of be your own sex and relationship coach. So that's me. I'm kind of like a sex nerd, perverted kind of I love talking about sex and the taboo things related to sexuality and relationships. What about you, Sean? Who are you?
Well, great to see you again. And yeah, my name is Sean Galanos. I'm the host of the Love Drive podcast and a love coach. You can find me on Instagram at The Love Drive. I write on Substack at The Love Drive as well. And I, have always been sort of fascinated with sex, love, and relationships. I don't think I had quite as a close relationship to sex with my mom as you did,
Most people don't.
but I have always been sort of like sexually free / promiscuous. I find that sex can be very healing. It's a really beautiful way of connecting with oneself and with others. And I think a lot of what I try to impart is the power of honesty and vulnerability and direct communication in all aspects of life. And that includes sex and love and dating. And I wrote a blog post 10 years ago called What Women Wished You Knew About Eating Pussy. It was also a very popular blog post. And so we're revisiting some of that. We're doing sort of like a 2.0. And all of my top performing episodes are all about sex. All of my like most popular reels, the ones that are most shared or most commented, are all about sex. So I'm excited to dive in.
Yeah. And with this one too, I mean, we just said this in the intro and we were talking about this a little bit yesterday. Like, it's great timing to be talking about this because of what's happening in the manosphere world. And pussy is getting a bad reputation right now, or going down on pussies, I guess, right? Like, people are making comments like it's a lesser than thing. It's gay if you go down on pussies, like whatever. There's all these things. So, Sean, have you been up to date? Have you been watching some of the manosphere bros talk about their perspectives on eating pussy?
Sure, but like, let's not give them more credit than they need. I don't think that. Well, okay, that's actually quite interesting. I was just thinking about the patriarchy and misogyny. Like, yeah, I guess there is quite a lot of the world that is down on pussy, right? That's like because it belongs to women, so there's something wrong with it. But in my perspective, oral sex is probably the most effective way of bringing pleasure to your female partner.
It's also a lot safer than penetrative sex. It's not perfectly safe. It's just safer.
It's a lot safer. There's an orgasm gap that needs to be closed. Look, manosphere dudes are out of touch. They're misogynist. I think it's probably a smaller part of the population than we...
Totally. It's just sensationalized right now, for sure.
But it is tricky because I think what happens is that men who don't know how to connect with women, or who have been ridiculed in some way, feel a part of or feel like they'll never have success with women, find these guys. Mm-hmm. And these guys say, well, here's a way that you can belong, right? You'll get strong. You'll have a fellowship of brothers. You'll make money. You don't need women. I think what's happening is that they're convinced or being convinced that women are the problem, mm-hmm. when women aren't the problem.
Yeah. Or they're also, women are just there to like serve as a tool for you at some time. But there's, it's like you're not opening up to deep connection. There's no reciprocal like giving and sharing. And then, the conversation, like one of the things I heard, it was someone asking someone in an interview, like one of the dudes, it was like, how do you feel like it's important to give women orgasms? And he's like, no, it's just, and they said, why? He said, because there's a low ROI, like it's a business arrangement or something. And I would disagree. When I heard that, I was like, the ROI is massive. Like, if you're giving someone, and also speak as a pussy person, as someone going down on me and pleasuring me gives me a lot of pleasure, you're going to likely get a lot back from me.
Not only that, but like what it can do to a relationship, right? Like closeness, intimacy, trust, safety, satisfaction, fulfillment. Like, we're not saying that like orgasms are like the key to a happy relationship, but like sexual satisfaction is really important for a lot of people, and orgasms can contribute to sexual satisfaction.
100%.
So yeah, low ROI in the sense that like it can be a little tricky sometimes to bring pleasure to certain women, mm-hmm. and certain women struggle, receiving and achieving orgasm. But I mean, referring to anything sexually as ROI or using like business terminology is pretty disgusting.
Yeah, there goes my clip boner, everyone who's gone.
I just think it's hilarious that like the idea of like going down on a woman is gay.
Yeah. And that's just, to me, that's the idiocracy of people still thinking that your behaviors, the things that you do, determine your orientation. And we know that is not true, right? If you have anal sex, if you're a penis owner and you receive anal sex, you put your own finger in your butt, whatever, you're not gay. It's the people that you're interested in having sex with and how you determine your orientation. But, people still stuck on that one. Or there's also the thing of like it not being a dominant act as well, right?
Yeah, correct. That's the whole thing. It's somehow giving oral sex is a submissive act, which is like kind of weird because it's actually very active.
It's very active. I mean, I know that when my partner goes down on me, he's like, in my eyes, really very much in his like full dominant masculine hotness. There's nothing that feels subby about it. Now, maybe if I was like doing some face sitting or queening and suffocating him with my cheeks and my genitals and like I'm the one grinding, then I'm in the dommy role, but that's not what I'm generally doing.
And even if you were power bottoming the dude, just the idea that like giving head is submissive or is less masculine. I mean, what's more masculine than helping your partner experience pleasure?
Seriously, though. I agree. Come on. Sean, I like you.
But the thing is, it's like these guys don't care. They don't care. It's all about getting theirs. Fuck you, got mine. Mm-hmm. Women are there for their pleasure.
I think deep down, it really is more, it's more fear-based too, right? Like, when I don't feel confident in my skills in something, I'm afraid of it. And then I either try to avoid it or I'll make up all these excuses as to why that thing's not good, not cool, not for me. And so maybe that is one of the things, if we go outside of whatever the manosphere, just people in general who say, let's just generalize this, like men who sleep with women are attracted to women. But those men who say, I don't like going down on pussies or it's not my thing. I think one reason could be you just don't feel like you're good at it. Maybe you got some negative feedback. Maybe you actually have shame because someone said it in a not very nice way, like, oh God, you're so bad at that or something. But don't put that on other people or like throw out a whole way of being sexual. Throw that out the window because you don't feel skilled enough. Go learn skills.
Yeah, I think you're bang on. There are people who are not confident in their abilities, and so they'll make up an excuse for why they don't like doing the thing.
Yeah.
I think owning the fact that you're not good at something and then taking steps to better yourself requires humility.
Mm-hmm. What about people who don't know humility? Ooh.
Well, no, that's the thing. People who like don't care about women who are, if we're still talking about manosphere people, like those aren't the guys
that
are going to bring you pleasure, right? And somehow some women or people still look at wanting validation from people that aren't going to be able to give it to them, which is probably just like an old childhood wound that we're sort of
100%
perpetrating, But yeah, if you've gotten feedback that you weren't good, I mean, there are ways of giving feedback, right? And like if you got feedback that was a little rough, a little hard to handle, I'm sorry that was your experience.
Yeah.
And yet, can you put that aside and go, okay, like this is something I don't have a lot of experience in.
Yeah.
And maybe I can pick up a book or listen to a podcast, pick up a few tips from Amy and Sean.
Yeah.
And get better at this. Trust me, people will be grateful.
Yeah. And it's okay also if the pussy is new to you, especially to say, like, we're two different bodies. I want to learn your body and I know I'm not going to do this perfectly. Like, I'm open to any feedback. What does Dan Savage say? Is like, he said that like the straight community kind of sucks at asking just the basic generalized question of like, well, what are you into beforehand? Whereas the gay community is a little more skilled at that. We're missing out on really important and what actually can be easy communication.
Well, maybe we model it. What are you into, Amy?
Ooh, okay. Well, so we're just talking about puss. Like, I've had people ask me this for specifically pussy eating, right? Like, so what are you into? What works for you? And so what I say is I actually won't be able to tell you like every little tip that I'm into because I'm different all the time. But a couple of things. Number one, if you're going down at me and my body is moving towards you, that means my body likes what you're doing. Yeah. If my body starts to move away from you, then that means that my body's trying to like change the situation, right? Maybe it's wanting less pressure or something like that. So that's something to look out for. And then I know that I need, before you put your mouth directly in my pussy, I need you to use your hands around the areas around my pussy. So like kind of pressing down on my thighs, kind of warming up that area because otherwise it's really jolting if a mouth just goes there. And before your mouth goes on my pussy, I need your hands in there at least for like 30 seconds to a minute to like kind of ground my pussy down before, because otherwise it'll feel kind of ticklish if you just go right for the mouth. And then from there, let's try some things.
I mean, this is really great information because before this, I didn't know any of
You
this
didn't?
about.
No,
I
you
didn't
never
know
got down
any
my
of this
pussy.
about you. Yeah. You say you want fingers inside before
No, outside.
outside.
Outside. Yeah,
Okay.
outside
You want some
kind of.
grounding energy.
Yeah, Midori, the sex educator, she calls it the pussy hug, where you take your whole hand with your fingers together and you kind of just cup around the pussy and just let your hand hang out there for like, it's not a long time. It's like 20 to 30 seconds. And then maybe you start to massage a little bit and then you can move to the mouth. But it's like letting the skin on skin acclimate, like new body temperature, and then also new touch to this very sensitive, vulnerable area.
Sounds too complicated.
I don't want to do it. Fuck it.
That sounds gay.
That sounds so gay.
I think I
Gayest thing I've ever done.
I'd rather just penetrate you.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. I'm gonna go masturbate instead.
Okay, so that's cool. Thank you for sharing that with me.
Yeah. What about you, Sean?
Well, if we're talking about fellatio, I prefer slow and deep. I don't need a lot of hand. Don't need the up and down with the hand. Hands free. You can go hands free if you want. I'm uncircumcised, and so, the head's a little bit more sensitive. You don't have to hang out up there that much.
We love foreskin.
Yeah, pull it up, pull it down, and then just go slower than you think with less suction. I don't need a lot of suction.
See, this is all really helpful because if I was about to suck your cock without knowing that, I'd be using a lot of hands.
And then my body would be pulling away from you.
Yeah. And then I'd be like, I know about the pulling away thing, so I'd pay attention. But if I was someone who didn't know about that because of my own body, then I'd be confused. This is why, everyone, conversations and communication, that simple.
Yeah. And I think I like it softer than most guys. And so, you wouldn't know that if I hadn't communicated that.
Sean, you're why at Shameless Sex we have the slogan, go slower than slow and then slower than that.
I remember that.
Yeah, it's a good one because we're not saying doing that all the time, but especially with new partners, a lot of people, one, don't go slow, or the way they think they're going slow is not really that slow. So that's what we say. And then slower than that, at least to try it out. But then if you're doing that, then you can check in. Like, say I was doing that with Sean and I know he likes slow. I would do what I think slow is, and I check in. Is this what's slow enough for you? Would you like slower, right?
Slower.
Like we're constantly working together.
Slower, softer, less hand. Get those hands out of there.
Get the hand, just tie them up behind your back. There you go. That's what I would need to do it because I would be like, I want to get my hands on there.
So when I wrote 5 easy ways to be great at eating pussy, number 1, take your time.
Yeah.
Take your time eating pussy. Like, what's the rush? I mean, the rush is I want to fuck you. And so I have to turn you on.
I guess another one would be like my mouth's getting tired, my neck's getting tired, but like everyone thinks that we need to just like assume the position and just stay there and like do the thing. But no, like we can press pause, we can stop, we can take a break, we can relocate, like take care of your body.
You're jumping straight to number 2.
Sorry, I'm a jumper.
Comfortable eating pussy. But really, like, if we slow down, like you don't, like you said, you want pressure, you want hands, I'm trying to tease the pussy as long as I can.
Yes,
like,
please.
I want your body to be like actively trying to jam yourself into my mouth because you're now frustrated that I haven't touched your pussy yet.
Yes.
That's the kind of timing that I want. And I said this recently. I was talking about this on Instagram and I said something like, whatever, dude, just hang out for 20 minutes. It's not a big deal. And some ladies were like, King, 20 minutes? Like, to them, that was unfathomable that someone would spend 20 minutes on them.
Oh, wow.
It's really
they
sad.
obviously
I'm
haven't.
20 minutes is not that long, especially if you take your time.
Also, just think of the time you're on Instagram or whatever and you're scrolling and an hour just went by. Like, you got 20 minutes plus for pussy eating time, everyone.
If you put that 15-minute timer thing where it's just like it shuts it down, you go, give me another 15.
Yeah.
That's nothing. It's no time at all.
It really is. I get, when it would feel like a lot of time, though, is if you're in your head telling stories about like, hey, this is taking too long, I'm not doing a good job, like that kind of anxiety makes everything last a lot longer. So if you're experiencing that stuff where you're not able to be present and actually drop in and enjoy just giving this magic to someone, that's something to look at.
Well, giving and receiving.
Yeah, totally.
I guess we can touch on that since we're right here. But like, let's say you're receiving for 20 minutes and you're in your head the whole time about how long you're taking.
I used to be that person. I was that person for so long. And so for me, the first...
Shame on you.
I know,
on you, Amy.
same. It took so long to combat that. Like I knew I was like, I want to love pussy eating. I want to love this. And I think the reason, so our first sexual experiences that we have in life imprint us. They stick with us, they shape us. And it doesn't mean that they're not workable, but they're pretty powerful in how they shape our systems. This includes masturbation. This includes sexual experiences with others, whether consensual or not consensual. For me, my first couple of sexual experiences with other people that were consensual, they never offered to go down on me, but I was having penetrative sex with them and sucking their cocks. So I self-proclaimed love sucking cock over here. They never offered, and I never asked for it because I'm like, 17, 18. I don't really know what's going on. Hence why I'm in this field, because I'm in the field of sexuality because I had so many questions.
Oh, I thought you meant like in a literal field.
No.
Which I definitely hooked up with a woman in a field at like 13 or 14.
Oh.
A woman. She was a girl.
Oh, yes.
We were 13, 14-year-olds.
Yes. No, I was not actually in the field with Sean or like Sean. But no. That was in the human sexuality field because I was like, I don't get this. And then when people started to go down on my pussy, it just felt pokey, ticklish. And I was in my head. I had to convince stories like they're not into this. I'm taking too long. I know I'm not going to orgasm because I haven't orgasmed from this before. And so I was blocking myself. But I think what really helped me, one was recognizing that, oh, hey, you're not present. Your brain is somewhere else. And it's thinking about all the insecurities or that you're taking too long. And then the other one is, having partners though, who actually I can tell when someone wants to be on like with my pussy or not. And it's when I can tell someone like is really into going down on my pussy, then I can relax and be like, okay, that part about you're not taking too long, that one leaves when they're like, oh my God, I love going down your pussy. I could do this for hours. I just love the taste of your pussy, the smell of your pussy, or, all of those things are gold. But then I have to still work with my story. If I had never orgasmed from it, now I have. You're not going to come. You're not going to come. And what I did was I had to change that narrative to say like something like maybe you will, like just go with it and focus on the sensations, not the orgasm or what's happening or what's not happening. Okay. There's a mouth on my clitoris. I feel warm. I feel tingling. I feel pulsating. Oh, even though it's just on my clitoris, I can kind of feel the inside of my pussy pulsing a little bit and just sticking with that. And then I had an orgasm.
Hallelujah.
Well, finally. Now it's like the easiest way for me to come.
Amen, sister. And it's the easiest way for a lot of women to come.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the numbers are. You know the numbers. What is it like?
I don't know the stats. I just know that I knew that, and I wasn't one of those people. And I'm like, well, I'm unusual because this is the way that is the hardest for me to orgasm. But I was mostly in my own way, and I really needed to have some lovers that were pussy worshipers to help heal that with me.
Yeah, so that's a good way. And what you said to bring it back to the body, I mean, that's just like kind of mindfulness 101. That's how meditation works. That's how do you get out of your head? Oh, you get into your body.
Yeah.
There's no other way of getting out of your head but get into your body.
Yeah. Exactly. And focusing on the sensations is one of the easiest ways to do that. It's just tingling, warming, warmth, pressure, light, deep, whatever.
Ow, cervix.
Yeah. Which is like, oh, too much. And that's how we can prevent things.
Oh, butthole. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, surprise. Oh my God, Sean, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
This is a tangent, but you spoke to the butthole, and this is related to you first guesting on Shameless Sex.
Okay.
In your blog or on our show, did you say that in the past, you've gone down on someone and went right for the butthole?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're the reason you are responsible for the very first date that I had with my current wonderful partner.
Nice.
When we first hooked up, he was a podcast fan. And we didn't have penetrative sex. Usually don't have penetrative sex in the first date because it's just really invasive for me and I have to really trust you. And so we were like, he was about to go down on me and he went right for my asshole. And I was like, he's a fan. I never even said anything about like that this is my thing, but okay, like this is kind of fun. And so we just figured it out yesterday. We've been together for almost 7 years. That it's you.
I'm honored.
Yeah, it was fun. It makes for a great story too.
I'm honored. Yeah, the whole like eating ass before cunnilingus or like on a first date or second date or something is like such a wild thing to do.
Yeah,
and it's like, okay, there's no conversation. You're not going like, hey, is it okay if I eat your ass right now? Obviously, there's buy-in happening slowly through like nonverbal sort of action, right?
Mhm.
Like did you know that he was gonna sort of like circling the
I knew he was going for,
drain?
I knew he was going for my pussy and like with his mouth, and I was totally down. I
Right.
just didn't know that it was going to go right to my ass, and I was like, this is a bold move. I like it.
It's a bold move. It's
Yeah.
totally a bold move. It's not for everybody
No,
out there
yeah.
listening. You want nonverbal buy-in,
Yeah.
right? You want to go slow. You don't want to surprise anybody with that.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't just like we just kissed for a second and went right for my asshole.
I have also some really fun things with lovers that I've done is like you're making out and instead of playing with their pussy, you play with their asshole
I like
before
that.
playing with their pussy, and they're just
Yeah.
like, "Whoa!" Like I was not expecting that, and I'm really really into it.
Yeah, the asshole is a highly erogenous zone, everyone. And we're not talking about like jamming things deep inside, right? The way
No, we're not
yeah.
talking about doing this to strangers.
Yes, no.
Although you could have a sex date, I've called them sex dates. What is that?
I like that.
Is
Yeah.
that it's like a hookup or something?
Yeah, same thing.
It's a sex date, but like you could hook up with somebody and meet them on field and make a plan where it's kind of clear that both of you are into having sex, right? Because there's a lot of like direct communication about it.
Especially on Field, which is why I love that app.
Yeah, you love field, you love Uber Lube.
Ugh, I love these things. I mean, I love a lot of things. Magic wand,
I love your
womanizer.
sponsors too.
Yeah. Field is not a current sponsor. Okay, they have sponsored before. They
Well,
should sponsor your
Field and
show.
Uber Lube, if you're listening, hit me up.
But that's why Field is great, though, because you can have those conversations ahead of time. And a lot of people don't do that. Hey, what are you into? We can talk about that before I even meet you in person for the first time.
Yeah, and there are butt sluts out there.
Yeah, there are.
Okay, so go slow.
Uh-huh.
The other thing that you touched on is get comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
If you're comfortable on the bed, then you shouldn't have a crick in your neck.
Yeah.
And for me, because I'm 6 foot, I've been telling people I'm 5'2" just as a joke, but I'm not. I'm
Just to fuck with them.
tall guy. Yeah, that probably means me going on the diagonal on a queen size bed.
Mm-hmm.
So ask her, hey, can you scooch into the corner?
Yeah.
And then I'm comfortable. My whole body is being supported.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to put my arm in a particular position so that I can finger you at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But where my arm or my hand doesn't get tired, doesn't get sleepy, my neck isn't cricked, like I can really go the distance because I'm comfy. So get comfy.
Yeah. And for the receiver too, like make sure you're in your most comfortable position that your body can fully relax, because if you're feeling some sort of thing where you're really holding yourself, you're not present because you're going to be thinking about that.
Yeah, get a pillow under your ass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Whatever you need.
Yeah, I personally find for myself, I am able to receive and feel the most pleasure when I'm on my back with my legs open and spread, because then my body can fully relax. When I do the whole like face sitting, kind of up on my knees, dangling my pussy in the face, it's kind of, for me personally, it's a more for funsies for my partner, because I can't fully relax. So it's more of like a fun pleasure game as opposed to like where I'm going to have my powerful orgasm, but that's just me.
Yeah. You touched on hygiene real quick. As like a reason why maybe some people don't like going down on.
Yeah. So some
pussies?
people will think like, that, a pussy is gross, is dirty. And I just want to let everyone know that the pussy is general, unless there's STIs present or like bacterial infections, it's generally cleaner than a mouth. Mouths are dirty and full of bacteria. And so if you're okay making out with that person, but you're like, oh, their pussy's dirtier than there is a dirty place, you're inaccurate, because the pussy is self-cleaning and it's not putting all kinds of nasty, weird food and stuff that's turning into bacterias in your mouth. Now, yes, this is genitals that can get STIs and things like that, or just bacterial infections, yeast infections. And some people have had experiences where they've gone down on pussies that didn't smell very good. This happens to penises. I've gone down on some dicks where I could smell their buttholes, okay? So you're not special, or like sweaty ball smell. And don't let that deter you from the genitals. We can have conversations about it. My partner's really good at this. He'll just be like about to go down and be like, let's just hop in the shower, just clean our bottoms, let's clean our bottoms, and make it like a we experience. And
Okay,
I'm like,
I hate that, by the way.
You don't
Hate
like
that.
it?
Let's clean our bottoms.
no, okay, the
while
bottoms I thought was hilarious. Like, did you say bottom? Like, what am I, 5?
But like sorry, I'm just gonna push back. Like
Yeah,
this idea of like, hey, let's hop in the shower.
Yeah.
When really like your pussy smells.
You. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not into it. Like, look,
Yeah.
just say like, hey, honey, do you mind hopping in the shower real quick?
I wouldn't be offended by that. I think that there is just some people, as you know, because you've probably been intimate with them, they need a little more fluffies in there.
No, not me.
You don't need fluffies, but there are some people who do.
No, the people that I hook up with don't need it. They're not going to get it from me.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't give a fuck if you need some fluff.
I mean, I'm also just like, whatever, your pussy smells right now. It's like,
who cares?
I'll fucking eat it anyways and we're going to fuck, because sex is kind of, some of it can be a little repulsive, and there's something about that repulsion that can actually turn you on.
Yeah, and also sex is like, it's ridiculous. It's why we call it play. Like when I was just on this sex cruise looking in the playroom, all these bodies having sex, I was kind of laughing inside. Not that they were like unattractive or doing anything wrong. It's just, when you really look at it and we're like, oh, look at the two dogs having sex. They're so funny. We look the same, y'all. Like, stop taking it so seriously.
It is ridiculous for sure.
Yeah. We're like bumping uglies, literally.
but I'm not into like, hey, let's go take a shower. You know, it's like, no,
that's not,
I don't need to take a shower. I took a shower.
I'm good.
You need to take a shower.
Yeah, that's for you to go to.
Are you open to taking a shower right now so I can go down on you some more? I have a friend whose friend has like really bad BV apparently, or like very like
chronic BV.
Chronic BV. I don't mean to say it's bad. I don't want to put a judgment on it, but it's chronic. Yeah. And she just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
She's just like, whatever, eat it or don't. I don't care, but I have BV.
This is it. Yeah.
And part of me like really respects that. I'm like,
totally.
I'm kind of curious.
Yeah.
What's that taste like?
Can I get a taste? Yeah. I mean, I'd check at least at everything else at least once. You know, why not?
I'm sad. Like I want to see everybody naked.
Yeah, you're like a pussy connoisseur.
At least once. No, anybody. I just want to see them naked. Like, what do you look like naked?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You know?
Cool. Huh. Well, mine's
very
yours.
Very curious. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a pervert like me, and then I don't say that as like an insult. When I use the term pervert, for me, it's like adventurousness, really curious, like kind of more open minded, more like, I wonder what that would be like. I don't know if I like it, but like, what's that like?
I'll try it a couple times for sure.
Why not?
I will try it a couple times.
Yeah. Okay. So then obviously from listening, everyone, you can tell there's different ways of this. Like some people, they're like, I don't like, just like, let's just be direct.
Look, I don't want shit in my sex. Okay.
Yes.
Like, if your ass is dirty, I'm not just go.
That's just common decency though. And also I'd say like as a receiver, if you have any questions about if your pussy or ass smells before you're hooking up with someone, just go clean it. Just go do something about it.
Well, and as someone who has a foreskin, I can't count the amount of times that I've had to go do like a little penis rinse in the sink.
Like the schmegma.
Wow, yes.
Isn't that what
if you let it? Yes, but if you let it get that bad, yeah. But a little like French sink wash.
Oh, that's so nice that you can just put your penis into a sink and clean it. Like we do not. It's not that easy unless you got a bidet over here.
Yeah, well, the bidet, and I think everybody, you know, I'm just gonna say it. I think you should have a bidet. Everybody should have a bidet.
Yeah.
Good for just like a little rinsey poo right before, or rinse the poo right before.
Yeah, I was say no pun intended with that. Yeah,
it's true though. The sink wash is a powerful. I mean, you know, the external hardware has benefits for sure.
I need to get more flexible so I can put my feet on the sides of the sink and then squat down, but I can't squat that deep.
I mean, you might break the sink. You have to be careful.
Probably would.
You got to be careful.
I'm a tall lady.
I guess like a baby wipe.
Yeah, totally.
You know, not a scented one, just like a real, you know, basic.
Now, the scented ones are also bad for pussy owners. It gives you yeast infections and UTIs. You don't want any of that stuff all up in there. No.
So yeah, little rinsey poo before is always good. All right, what else? Okay, I have a couple tips.
Yeah.
Okay, if you need help, people that need help with going down, read the book She Comes First.
Ah, yes.
By Ian Kerner. You probably interviewed him, right?
Twice, yeah. He's amazing.
So there's just a lot of strategies. One of them being, hey, she comes first.
Yeah.
Let's do that first. But another one is like, okay, go super slow. And then I guess I would call this like the pussy sandwich.
Ooh.
Which is 2 fingers inside, you know, on the G-spot, whether it's like a come hither or a windshield wiper or even just pressure. Then clitoral stimulation with my mouth and my tongue. And then top hand on the mons above the clit. So you've got a sandwich.
Mm-hmm. If you're not watching the video version, he's sandwiching right now. He's in there. And you actually just showed, too, like, you're getting your face in there. You're not like, you're like, you're getting in there.
This whole, my nose, if I'm eating your, like, the opening, there's a chance that my nose is in there.
We can barely see him.
And that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, it's snorkel.
And sometimes you have to, like, open mouth eat because you're sometimes you're congested. Sometimes, I don't know what if you go a deviated septum or something.
Yeah.
But, you got to open mouth so that you can breathe while you're eating. And then, this is nice. Some pressure on top.
I agree with
tips.
that. Yeah. And it's so funny that you're talking about when you get your cock sucked, you're like, no hands. And now you're talking about bringing in all these hands. But I agree with what you're saying. And like, I think that is really helpful. The pressure on top kind of also, for me, when people do that, it makes me feel kind of held and like grounding, but also it's pushing things all kind of together in this area and all these spots, especially with the internal G-spot action. And that's good stuff.
Well, one thing that's kind of fun to do is to tell them to stop moving.
Ooh, yeah.
Because there's a lot of writhing and grinding and the hips are doing all this stuff. And I will be like, don't move.
Yeah.
Do not move. And then they'll start moving. I go, don't move or else I'll stop. And so there's like some teasing, but it can kind of send them into a whole different world if you're trying to actively not move and sort of like actually relax and not tense up and not control the experience. Like, just don't move. Let me do this thing.
Yeah.
And see what happens. Could be really fun.
Totally. Yeah. And that's kind of a power move too. Like, there's something when you said that's kind of hot. Like, I felt my body like surrender and kind of relax even more to like whatever. I'm like, and I'd have to trust you, obviously. So for a point of trust,
of course.
Okay, this guy knows what's up. I'm gonna surrender, and like but then it's kind of nodding. Like, what if I move? I'm gonna be in trouble. Ooh,
you will be in trouble. Yeah, I'm gonna take my fingers out, and you're gonna be really upset with me.
We don't want that to happen. With what we were just saying, just real quick, I just want to do like the briefest of anatomy lessons in case anyone's new. And so I'm not going to go deep into like internal anatomy and stuff. If you're watching the video version,
it might require you to go deep into the internal anatomy if you're doing it right. Hey,
I got a hole in here. So if you're watching the video version, I do have a vulva puppet. This would be what YouTube and social media. I don't know if it'll make in social media, but here's my vulva puppet. And so my vulva puppet is not to scale because it has a massive clit. I wish my clit was that big. Although I am in perimenopause. I am on testosterone now and my clit has grown, which is
I've had that experience too.
It's amazing. I'm like, wow.
Big old clits.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I talk to my lesbian friends like, oh my God, I love a woman with a big clit. All right. Anyways, so on the top here, we have the clitoris, but the clitoris, okay, so there's the clitoral hood. That's like foreskin. And embryologically, it's the same. It's the same as Sean's foreskin. Well, not Sean's, but you know what I mean. Same tissue, which makes it interesting for my brain to think that we often are cutting off foreskin on penis owners, but we really look down on it for vulva owners. It has a lot of nerve endings and it's protecting a very delicate area. But under that is the head of the clitoris. So that is just one tiny part of the clitoris. The clitoris actually extends back. So it's like a wishbone. So that's the head that you see, but it has a neck that goes back and then two legs. Yeah, Sean's doing it right now, like upside down peace sign that go behind the vestibular bulbs or the outer labia. And so that's why the outer labia, which is kind of the puffy part, does like a lot of pressure. When you're massaging the outer labia, you're massaging the clitoris as well. And then as we go down, we have the inner labia. We used to say labia majora, labia minora. Some people are like, my labia minora is bigger, So whatever, inner, outer labia.
Some don't have any labia
Some don't have
minora.
Any.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, you're menoraing my minora. You know what? See what I tried to do? There's like ignore. Anyways. So the inner labia, though, generally is more sensitive, has a lot of nerve endings. So while it does like pressure, it also can respond more to light touch and things like that. Also is more like delicate tissue though. So this is like maybe you're going around this whole area with a little more caution. Not cautious is not the right word, but like more care. Let's say care. And then inside the little rose thing here, this is going to be the urethral opening. So this is where both urine and ejaculate comes out of, but mine's not a rose.
Don't put your finger in there.
Yeah, don't put your finger in there unless you're into that kind of play. And then beneath that, as we go inside the vaginal canal, That's where the G area is. It's not really just one spot. It's kind of the tail end of the clitoral structure. It's all related and connected. And what is really interesting about this whole thing, a lot of you know this, but I'm just going to say it. When we look at this, we often say vagina. It's not. It's a vulva, or I say pussy, but the vagina is actually inside. It's not outside. Does that really matter that much? No, it doesn't. But a lot of people don't like the term vagina. I don't love when people are about to go down. I mean, like, you have the most beautiful vagina. I personally don't find that
because
hot.
I'm in there. I'm actually in there, and I'm like, it's a nice vagina.
Now that applies. I wouldn't be able to hear you. And inside the vaginal canal, embryologically, it's like the same tissue as the shaft of the penis. So it has nerve endings, but not a ton. And so it responds more to pressure than to light touch, just like the shaft of the penis does. The head of the penis, embryologically, the same as the clitoris, right? We're all the same, or different part. We have the same parts, they're just organized and operate differently. That's Emily Nagoski's. It's not mine. That's my lesson.
Vulvar Anatomy 101. Thank you.
We just vulva. It's not a vulvo, it's a vulva. There you go.
That's great. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people don't know that. So, like, when you're stimulating, when Sean's talking about having his face buried in there. Buried. You're not just stimulating the head of the clitoris or just the labia. You're stimulating the entire, I want to say horseshoe, but that's not what I meant. Wishbone. Did I say horseshoe? Whatever. Structure of the clitoris, because your face, including like your cheeks, your nose, all these parts of you are getting in there, massaging this whole part of the body. It's amazing.
I will say that one good way to let your partner know that you enjoy going down on them is to like, is to moan, and that actually feels really good too.
It's like a vibrator.
Like vibrator, yeah. So like, be vocal.
I do that when I'm on the cock, my mouth on the cock. He was like, let that person know how delicious their cock is, and you're also providing a free vibrator for them.
Yeah, a little bit of verbal affirmation, always good. Love your pussy, tastes so good. Oh my God, it's so hot. You're so wet. Oh my God, like. Yeah. Then there's no question. Oh, is he into this? Oh, he's like really into this.
Yeah. And you don't have to say, like, constantly be saying things. A lot of people get in their heads about dirty talk and like, performative things in terms of what they say. I honestly feel like if you just say one or two lines that are praising my pussy, we're good. Like, that's it. You did your dirty talk for the day and I feel great.
I love your pussy. Doesn't have to be any more complicated than that, guys. Don't worry about it. Yeah. You're so wet.
Yeah. You taste so good.
It's so hot. I can't wait to fuck you. Yeah. Whatever, anything. It's like, it's a good way of dirty talk is just like say the thing you want to do or say the thing that you're doing.
Yeah. Real seriously, that's it. That's all you need to know.
I love eating pussy. Yeah. Your cock is so hard.
You taste so good in my mouth.
I want more.
Yeah. Yeah. Seriously, it really, and then once again, all you need to do is throw out a couple of those lines. You did a dirty talk thing, and then you just help the person really, relax and surrender. I have a question for you, Sean. Did you have to learn somehow to appreciate pussy as much as you did, or is this kind of always been built into you?
Yeah, I think it's a built-in thing.
Yeah. Okay. So there was no like really needing to overcome any of the messages around or anything. It was just like, no, that's how my partner is too. Pussy worshiper.
I want to be in there.
Yeah. You do. Yeah.
I want to be in there with like any way that I can.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who knows what I'm subconsciously trying to like accomplish there. Maybe I'm just like returning to the womb. Probably. I'm sure returning to the womb. It's like his whole head is in there. I just don't want to be
again.
I don't want to be out here. I want to be in there.
It's all warm and silky and
it's all warm. You go back to being an infant. You don't have to take care of yourself if you're inside the pussy.
Life is great. Yeah. Sometimes people experience God, nirvana, whatever their definition of that is, spirituality.
To be fair, like when I'm having sex, everything is all good. There's like, it's like it's a break from reality.
Yeah.
Right. I'm like connecting with God, basically, spiritually in some way. right? Like
It
there's
really
something
is.
very, 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 very spiritual about having sex.
I find it, as someone who is a super heady, fast moving, controlling person, sex is a way for me to be the opposite of that and to actually surrender. Like I'm such a doer and so it's really hard for me not to control. And so I tend to show up as more of a submissive person in sex. And it's so healing for me, as long as I have partners that feel still met by that, right? If I'm with someone else who's submissive, it's not going to work out. But it's a really healing, beautiful thing for me with the right match. And then the pussy worshipers, the people like yourself who are just like, I love this. Like I just want to be as in it as possible is healing too. For whether it's for me and my past experience of people not feeling that way about me or just pussies in general, to if I was someone who did have extreme sexual trauma or didn't love the taste or the smell of my pussy, but I had someone like you, Sean, or someone else who was worshiping it, that in itself can totally heal. So there's another reason, another motivation for people to become worshipers. Like you can help lovingly heal someone.
Yeah, I also think that this, like a female as sub is pretty common for like high achievers or, women who are like, not saying you're a control freak, but.
Oh, I am.
For people who struggle with control in their lives, it's important for them, can be important for them to relinquish control in some ways in the bedroom.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's fun because I also am a control freak, so I get to then control the bedroom thing as well.
Great. Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's fantastic. I really appreciate your perspective on it. And so my question for you would be, what would your advice be to that person? Let's just generalize and say, let's call them a man. Some man who's like, my partner keeps asking me for me to go down on them. I don't know. I'm like not really that into it. And what would your advice be for them? If it's like a quick advice.
Oh God. I mean, it's tough. It's tough. Yeah. Cause part of me wants to be like, dude, just get over it. Like you're going to do things that you're not super into for your partner because you love your partner. Right. And it's like, if this one thing brings them pleasure, okay. But also I want to give room for things that you're just really not into. Like, oh, I fucking can't stand it. It turns me off. It feels gross. Then it's like, okay, then maybe you're just not, in that area of your life, maybe not that compatible, or in that area of your sex life. That might just be the reality, right? There are things that your partner is not going to want to do, no matter how much you want them to do. And there are things that you're not going to want to do, whether in or outside of the bedroom. And we have to be okay with some of that. And if it's crucial that your partner eats your pussy on a regular basis and your partner is not into that, then maybe they're not the right partner for you.
Sounds like a deal breaker to me. Yeah.
Or you open up your relationship and you find a pussy worshiper, or you find some other way of getting your needs met that is, not breaking any sort of agreements in your relationship. But the reality is that we're never going to find anybody that ticks all the boxes.
It's just not how it works. Yeah.
You are not a baby. A baby is going to get all their boxes ticked by their parents for the most part.
Hopefully.
Well, that's the expectation of a baby. But as an adult, you can't expect that, even though I'm just now at 43 learning that.
Yeah. Well, surprise. Hey,
I'm not a baby. Yeah. Okay, I got it. That's what my therapist and I have been talking about recently.
Dang it.
There are things that your partner is not going to want to do. And if that happens to be oral sex and that's important to you, then you either grieve it and stay in that relationship because, being in the relationship brings you more than being alone, or find an alternate solution.
Yeah. Totally. 100%. Yeah, I agree with that. And I would just be curious with that person. Like, okay, you're not really that into it. Tell me more about why you're not into it. Like, what about it? And I feel like we would normally hear something about you had some traumatic experience in the past, or you don't feel skilled, or something like that. It's all for the most part workable, unless you're someone who's just like, it's going to put you in panic mode and like freak you the fuck out, then it's not your thing. But like for most people, it's just about often a lack of experience and knowledge.
Yeah. Or does it gross you out? Like what is it about it that grosses you out? Is it the smell? Is it the taste? Is it the act? Does it feel too submissive? Like, and what's so wrong about that? Like, why don't you like being in a submissive role for a little bit? Like what's the story behind all that?
Yeah, too much.
But ultimately, just stop being a bitch and fucking go down on your partner.
And you can also tell your partner, like, hey, I mean, I don't find this, I'm not like, I don't think someone's less of a man or person if they're like, hey, I don't feel very experienced in this. So like, I'm still kind of learning. Can you like bear with me and give me a lot of feedback along the way? I find that really hot.
Yeah, but you know how fucking hard that is to admit?
100%. No one's going to do it. Like,
Hey,
no
sorry,
one's
I'm
going
not
to
really
say
good
that.
at eating pussy. I haven't really done it much.
Okay,
Can
I
you give me
wouldn't
some-
say I'm not really good. I would be like, if you're really nervous though, you're like, okay, and also like first time, like let's bring this like first time anal sex people. You've never had anal sex, you're gonna do it for the first time. You're probably really scared because most people are. Instead of just trying to pretend like you're all confident and shit, and I said shit talking about anal sex, sorry, be like, hey, I'm a little scared about this. Like, can we go really slow? Or like, you can out the elephant in the room and just admit like, I am not a master, but if that helps you, because
You mean at taking cock?
I'm just talking to, like comparing it to anal sex, right? Like people taking cock in their ass for the first time.
Well,
Often are terrified.
First of all, they should be terrified because most men are terrible at it.
It's true.
And they're going way too fast. Like you talk about 20 minutes, you might need more than 20 minutes. I mean, you might need 20 minutes just to warm it up to even take a fucking cock head.
Yeah, I know.
Then you need another 20 minutes to take the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
Guys aren't taking that long.
Well, so
no
learning
shit.
from porn. They're like seeing it just jab, jab, jab. Like my butthole.
I mean,
does not work that way.
she's fully dilated. She's 8 centimeters.
She had a butt plug in for 3 hours before, and it was massive. And they don't show you that
She's on poppers,
part.
and she's been doing it for 7 years.
Yeah, she's skilled.
She's skilled, yeah. So you have every right to be terrified, and anal sex can go really wrong really quickly if you don't have someone who's willing to go super, super slow.
And that's not something you really want to go really wrong because it could actually, there's one part you can get tears, it could be dangerous. And then the other part is there's a lot of people, they have one bad negative anal sex experience. They
ruin it for the rest of us, for the rest of our lives.
Forever, yeah. So don't be that person. Don't ruin it for everyone.
Quit fucking it up for me.
Yeah, stop. We want to have anal over here. God.
Also, short kings. Short kings.
Yeah.
AKA anal sex dicks.
Dude, there are some good, the big dick people. I'm like, so you probably don't get to have a lot of anal, do you?
All my 5-inch brothers, my 5-inch brethrens, let's go. Unite.
Yeah, exactly. And for people listening who don't like anal sex, we're not saying this just because like it makes penis owners happy because they get to fucking ass. I've had very, very orgasmic, pleasurable anal sex. Usually it involves, though, my pussy being touched at the same time in some way. And whatever, I'm having orgasmic anal sex. It's amazing.
Yeah. You can have orgasms. You could squirt. You can do all sorts of.
Oh, my God. The possibilities are limitless, Sean.
and the myth is that it's tighter. And I don't think that's true.
Well, because as it relaxes, it's not tighter.
No, it's real soft and accommodating.
Okay, sometimes gaping.
Gaping, and there's no Kegel. There's no Kegel muscles there. There's nothing to squeeze. I mean, you could squeeze your butthole, but then that can be, I think, a little painful.
Yeah, you could try. I'm doing it right now as we speak. Yeah,
I am too.
Squeeze my butthole. That's good. It's good practice. We're exercising our pelvic floors while we recorded 2 birds, 1 stone.
So we're learning. We're learning a lot. Oh, I guess also a little bit of anal stimulation during oral sex.
Yeah, why not? That's like the 2.0 right there, right? Like adding in some other things, like maybe more exciting tools. I also like, someone who is a nipple person, now I haven't always been into my nipples being touched, but my partner going down on me, he has one hand working around my pussy and another hand on the nipple.
Or choking you the fuck out.
Yeah, but not like, if you're new to choking, everyone, please learn how to do it.
Squeeze from the sides.
Yeah, and like you don't actually need to fully really squeeze. It's kind of more like a gentle grip. You don't have to do much for it to feel like choking. Yeah, Sean's showing right now.
Yeah,
or you can kind of go like more at the base with just 2 fingers. You can't really kill someone that easily with 2 fingers.
Well, you can't really kill them at all if you're squeezing from the side and not into their neck. You don't want to like fuck with the
like trachea, or I don't know if that's the right term. But
the windpipe. We're not fucking with the windpipe, but the side of the neck is all muscle.
Yeah.
So you can squeeze that pretty hard without constricting anybody's breath at all.
What I would recommend to people if they're new to doing choking and stuff is practice with each other, not in a sexual scenario. Practice the like squeezing and
it
how
will
you
become
can
a sexual scenario.
Yeah, well then it can turn into that. You get turned on, but like do it outside of that. I mean, like, okay, what is the pressure like? Okay, this way you can still breathe, but it feels like I'm choking you. Cool. Now I know. Okay, now let's fuck.
What a great suggestion.
Yeah. Yeah, why not? There's like ways that we can. People always think talking about sex outside the bedroom isn't hot. It's boring. It can get you laid, fools.
Who are these people?
I don't know.
Who are these guys?
I mean, it's people in general. I know a lot of women also who like, they don't want to have the conversations. They don't think it's sexy. And that's a matter of perspective, and you're ruining it for yourself.
I wrote something here about using your words, and some of the words are like, so if you're like trying to get some feedback, does this feel good? Do you prefer constant pressure on your G-spot, or do you like in and out motion? Do you like circular motion on your clitoris, or more of an up and down? Should I use the flat part of my tongue or the tip of my tongue? Here, let me try both and tell me which you prefer. And then I say, the best way to find out if what you're doing is working is to ask. Experts don't guess. Talk about it. Talk about what you like. Talk about what you want.
And then like along the way too, right? It's not just like in the beginning. It's like during the act
and after.
Hey,
what'd you do? What'd you do with that? Was there like a swirling thing? What was the swirling? And you're like, oh, the swirl is this.
Yeah, exactly. This is that. Yeah. And then again, in that conversation can be sexy too. Like I've had plenty of times we start talking about the sex that you just had, and then more sex starts happening. Everybody wins once again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love
Everybody
that.
wins.
Everybody wins. Yeah. I think that there's and if you're newer to communication, for anyone listening, like just start small and start just like practicing little bits of sexual conversations. Like a lot of people just feel like it's terrifying just because it's about sex. You don't have to go full on and into like, tell me all of your fantasies, right? It could just be like something really small scale, like tell me about just one like really hot scenario, sexy experience that you had in your past, or something that like people can hold on to and it's easier to communicate about.
I like that. Start small.
Start small. All right, should we go to rapid fire now? Do we want to rapid fire, or do we have more to say?
Well,
so you're going to share your blog with people, right?
I will, yeah. Show notes. Check the show notes.
Okay, cool.
Don't quit before the miracle happens.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, okay, of course, if someone says don't stop.
Don't stop.
Don't stop. Don't change a thing.
Yeah.
Do not change a thing. I think that like constant, like when you get to that point, it's like just do the same thing. Unless they say like harder or faster or slower or anything, just like.
Yeah. And that goes with what I was saying before. If my body is moving towards you, you're doing a great job. That's like keep doing what you're doing, because like my body is giving you feedback. Like we like this so much that we're trying to get closer to you.
And look, if they say don't stop and then your like tongue gets sore or your neck starts to crick, suck it the fuck up. This is like that last set at the gym.
Yeah. You got
can
this.
Do it. You got this. You
Yeah.
can do this. Your tongue will be okay. I'm not saying get hurt.
Yeah. Don't get hurt.
Okay. But like suck it up, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes it requires going the extra mile.
And if for some reason you absolutely can't, you can really easily lube up your hands and swap it out. It won't give the exact same sensation, but you can swap out and use your hands while you let your mouth or tongue relax for a little bit and come right back. It might disrupt the whole scenario for a little bit, but it doesn't mean you give up. You can keep going.
Sometimes my left arm gets sore and I swap it to the right.
Yeah.
You know?
Sometimes you just hang on a numb arm for a while and you survive. Your arm's going to still be there.
And then don't stop until she physically pulls your face off her pussy or says you can stop now or I'd like you to fuck me now. Don't stop.
Yeah. Yeah. I like this. This is true.
That's what I wanted to end on.
I think that is very important. And I love how you said, so in the beginning, you're teasing so much, you're building her up so much that you want her to be like hungry for your mouth all buried in her. And then at the end, you're hanging out there for as long as as you can until she's like, okay, now fuck me. Or like, I am so complete that you can stop. Voila. Ultimate pussy session.
She comes first or whatever. She gets hers first.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, the reality is it's just a good motto.
It really is.
Good motto to live by. You can switch it up, of course. You know, you don't have to abide by this all the time, but like it's a good place to start.
Well, and there with the she comes first thing, like penises get blood flow faster than pussies do. So pussies just tend to take longer in general. And so that's just part of it. And pussy owners often can have multiple orgasms and don't have the refractory period. So you give her the orgasm, that doesn't mean she's going to necessarily be out of commission, right? She can have more orgasms or like still have pleasure. And so And your orgasm for penis owners often is like can be limited.
One and done. Yeah, unless you're in your Montauk Chia or you're a multi-orgasmic male.
Or you're 18.
Or you're 18. Although I will say, I have had some experiences recently where the old refractory period is pretty short.
Yeah, totally.
Surprisingly.
Yeah.
Sometimes you could just soak in there and just hang out for a little bit. And
soaking's nice too. Sometimes it's nice to just have a cock just hang out in you.
Hang out there in the juices.
We're all like, dang, this is
I'm
good.
excited. I can't wait to have sex again.
I know, me too.
I was thinking about just hanging out in some pussy. It's going to be great.
Oh, yeah. You're going to be all like tuned up and ready to go.
Who's it going to be?
Yeah, who's the lucky person?
I don't know, actually. We'll see.
Well, after they listen to this episode, Sean's number is 555.
That's right, 555.
Send me your applications. I'll approve.
Right. Amy has to filter them out.
Yes, I do. Yes, I now know. Tell me how slow you go.
Yeah, exactly.
You seem a little handy. So.
Yeah, no hands.
Yeah, no hands.
All right, let's rapid fire.
Okay, rapid fire, everyone. So this is just for funsies. Yeah, we're going to talk about our personal opinions on if these things are hot or not. All right, Sean, hot or not? Face sitting.
Yeah, hot can be really fun to be just kind of trapped underneath you. Right?
Oh, love it. Hot.
And I think there's two positions. One where you're kind of squatting, but you kind of need a headboard to hold on to.
Yeah.
And then the other where you're on your knees. Either way, you're either facing towards me or away from me.
Yeah.
And you're sort of lowering yourself. And I think with that, you've got a little more control, or it's requires less muscle.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the action of it is hot. Just as I said earlier, it's not how I feel the most pleasure because I'm having to really hold my body up. But I think it's hot to do or to experience or witness. It looks super hot. And
totally.
then that's different from queening, everyone. I believe queening, face sitting. No, wait, queening is when you're in the chair. Never mind, that's different.
Oh,
but
that's hot.
There's face sitting where you're practically suffocating someone and it's an asphyxiation thing. I'm talking more of just the above having your pussy eating. You're not actually choking someone out.
Yeah, and then you can, if you're face sitting, you can also grab my cock and do all sorts of other things too.
You can do all kinds of nipples, all the things. Okay, hot or not, going down on someone while they're menstruating.
Sure. Yeah, for sure.
Sean's an equal opportunist.
throw a fucking freak sheet or a splash blanket or a stack of towels and
we're good.
Yeah, it's all good. Maybe get a little maybe you want a little. I mean, I have white sheets, and so that's the only thing. It's it ends up looking like kind of a murder scene.
Crime
after.
scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just get some dark towels or one of those waterproof squirt blankets. Throw it in the wash. You're good.
What about you as a menstruator?
Oh, I think that if a man wants to go or a person wants to go down on me while I'm bleeding, I find that super hot because I'm they are brave, they're adventurous, they're not fancy and prissy. But I do have certain times when I'm menstruating where my body's just not feeling it. I'm not feeling super sexy. But, to have a partner be I don't care if you're bleeding. I'll get my Red Wings. Actually, what my current partner once, who has already learned a lot from Sean, maybe he learned this from you.
Hell yeah.
He went down on me when I was bleeding. This was years ago. And then he took his fingers and put it on the blood and put war paint marks on his face.
That's hilarious.
And I was okay, I guess he's down.
That's hot.
Yeah, I thought it was hot and kind of funny.
I will say that when I'm going down on someone who's on their period, I'm sticking to the clit for the most part. I'm not eating blood.
Yeah, totally. You can go down on someone in a way where you don't get any of the actual vaginal canal juices in your mouth. You're just focusing on the upper part.
Totally.
Yeah, totally doable. And
a lot of my oral sex is mainly focusing on the upper part. I mean, there's we're going down lower, but I'm not,
Yeah.
I feel like most of the gold is up top.
It is. That's,
speaking of ROIs.
Yeah. There's a lot of ROI when you stick to
up
the top.
Yes, to the top. Hands can do the bottom part.
Yeah. The lower part, less ROI. Okay. What about hot or not? Pubic hair.
Gross. Get rid of it.
You don't
Disgusting.
like pubic hair?
Not an inch. Not a.
Really?
I'm kidding.
Oh, I was wow. I was so curious about you. Tell me more.
I love it. The more the better. Although, man, I hooked up with this woman a while ago who just had the craziest bush.
Yeah.
And it was, I gotta say, it was overly fragrant. It was too fragrant for me.
Yeah, and that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to hold the scent and the pheromones, but that was a lot of scent and pheromones.
Too much for me. Too much for me.
Did you have to like pull it apart to get to the bits?
Oh, I was like, almost had to find my machete.
Yeah.
I was beating the bushes back to see where. Yeah, it was too much.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I like a good bush. You know, like whatever you have works for me. Except for that was too much.
Yeah. Yeah. You like a little texture, but like so if someone's completely waxed, you're down to. You're like whatever.
Sure. Yeah. Whatever. Stubble. Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
Hairy lips. Cool. Big bush where like it makes your underwear puffy. Also good.
We like this.
Lasered with a tiny triangle. Fine.
Whatever.
Landing strip.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Sean's just down. Sean just loves pussy.
Yeah. I mean, it all looks good. You know, it's like also like, great. I'm happy to be there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
You're inviting me? Okay, cool.
What an honor. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Your room's a little messy? No, don't care.
Yeah. But there's your pussy. But your pussy, though.
Yeah. No, I meant the room being messy.
I see. The bush. Yeah. Got it. Yeah. I like that. Actually, I have been that person with like so much pubic
What you working
hair.
with? Show us what you got.
Oh, let me go, everyone. It's my vulva puppet. Actually, right now it is a smidge trim. So I love pubic hair. I like pubic hair on men. I like pubic hair on myself. I feel like, but I do think that there's such thing as too muchness. Like I've had so much pubic hair on my body before where I just like was in a like 2-month fuck it, and I am a hairy person. Like I have a lot of hair. And I could tell, like, even me checking out my own genitals, I'm like, I could barely find my clit. This is too much. Like, I got to get rid of some of this. But when I haven't had hair, I feel like I don't have textures to grind on. Or, like, when the people I'm hooking up with, they don't have hair, I'm really utilizing the hair as like, on my clit when I'm rubbing and stuff. It's actually really helpful for me. So,
yeah.
But if you don't have hair, I'll still love you. I'm just not really a big stubble person because it hurts my bits.
I mean, I agree. I agree. That's the problem with stubble is that like with a lot of grinding, it can be really painful.
Yeah. Yeah. But otherwise, you rock that bush. Just maybe trim a smidge, whatever.
I mean, when I'm solo, you know, it can be wild down there. It can be the wild, wild west. But there's also something really hot, I think, about like a hairy dude, like a hairy bush, hairy cock. I don't know.
I'm way more attracted to looking at, I mean, penises to me are just funny in general, whether I think you're hot or not. Like penises are just kind of hilarious, penis and balls. But like a cock without any hair or a wax job where there's even the balls are wax, to me, I'm just like, it kind of looks like a little boy and it's not really my major turn on. If I really am into you, I'd still have sex with you, but I don't find it necessary. But if it does something for you, that's cool.
Yeah. Agreed.
All right. What's the last one? 69ing, oral 69ing.
You know, I'd rather just focus on you than you focus on me, but there's times when it can be really fun.
Yeah.
But it's not usually like a long-term activity for me.
Like a shorter kind of. Is it because it is if you're going down someone, they're going down you, you're kind of getting like 50% of the pleasure and joy here and there. It's not like a complete session able to drop in.
If I'm giving, I'm just way more focused on the giving, and it's like fun that you're touching my cock or you're doing something with it, but it's like, you know, I'm focused. I will say though that it's easier for closer to the same height.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if I, as a taller person, like I have to really scrunch down to eat out someone who's smaller than me if we're doing 69.
Yeah.
I will say though, if the woman is on her back and I'm just like basically have my cock jammed down her throat, that's fucking hot as shit.
Yeah.
And then I can eat you out at the same time. So that works for me a lot.
So I was going to say, for me, I'm like 69, like, you know, and like laying on side by side, which is a very comfortable, easy position. I'm kind of similar. Like it's just like a shorter experience. And because I do feel like when I'm sucking the cock, I'm not giving my full energy because I'm also receiving pleasure in my pussy and trying to focus on that and vice versa. But with what you just said, I'm really into face fucking now, consensual face fucking. So when I'm laying on my back and my partner has their cock in my mouth and they're kind of thrusting into me and they're going down to me, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Best angle too for the dick.
So good.
Going right down your throat. Right down your throat. Yeah.
It's perfect. And that's a little more like, I mean, not everyone is into face fucking, but you don't have to do face fucking. It could be really slow, gentle thrusting too. It doesn't have to be super intense.
Or it could also be very invasive.
Yeah.
Like, because you can go all the way down and then you have ball sack on your nose.
Yeah, I love it though.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm a
love that
nasty,
too.
nasty, dirty
Yeah, you're
person.
a dirty little bitch.
Yeah, I'm a dirty little bitch. Loud and proud.
Yeah, oh man, I'm daydreaming.
I know.
I'm daydreaming.
What day is it? Friday. You're welcome
It's
to
Friday. Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
a date tomorrow. We'll see what happens.
Perfect. You're all like revved up, ready to go.
Field, let's go, baby.
Yeah. I know we have to wrap this up, but this is going on both podcasts. So let's see. Well, I'm curious because you've had some transitions there in Love Drive world. So what is coming up for the Love Drive, at least for Shameless Sex? This is going online the end of July 2026. So what's happening in the Love Drive world?
So what's happening is that the Love Drive has relaunched as a podcast. So if you like this conversation, then please come listen to the Love Drive podcast wherever you listen to podcasts, or watch them on Spotify and YouTube. I coach people individually. So if you're struggling with setting boundaries, getting your needs met, intimacy stuff, how to talk about sex, love, relationships, hard time dating, I would happily explore if working together is a good fit. I write on Substack and I do reels and funny Q&A on Instagram. All of it is at The Love Drive. You can email me at sean@thelovedrive.com, or you can even send a question in for the podcast at podcast@thelovedrive.com. That's what's up.
Yeah, the Love Drive is awesome. I love your social media presence and the way when you're so real when you're answering the sex questions there. It's playful, but it's also like you're no bullshit, which is great. I love that because as we heard, Sean is not a fluffy fluff person, and so it's easier to learn that way when it doesn't have a bunch of stupid bells and whistles that don't need to be there.
You're so sweet. Thank you.
Yes.
What about you?
Let's see. Shameless Sex. We have been going strong for over 9 years because our model is very focused on more of the audio podcast part. So Sean is huge in the social media worlds and we're a little smaller there, but we have been, doing the audio game for a long time. So go find Shameless Sex anywhere you listen to podcasts. We release episodes every single week. It's podcast. It's free. And we are also on the social medias, though. Just go look up Shameless Sex Podcast. You can find us. We mostly put our focus on Instagram and also YouTube. And we have retreats that we do as well for couples. We have 2 back-to-back retreats in October 2026. One has been sold out for months. The other one is almost sold out. So it may be sold out. It might not. But if you want to learn more, go to shamelesssex.com. It's not a sex party. It's not an orgy. It's an actual 3-night vacation meets educational experience where we have workshops, activities, events off and on, basically all day. And it's much more about learning, connecting with your partner. We've saved 2 marriages. We've had 2 different couples at different retreats come there on the verge of divorce and left like, oh, we remembered why we got married in the first place. Is wild. And when I say we, it's not just because April and I are special. We have guest educators and, the participants are a big part of it. So anyways, you can find out everything, shamelesssex.com. That's the easiest.
Is this like the cruise that you went on that was definitely not a sex cruise, but turned out to totally be a fucking sex cruise?
Yeah, the cruise I went on with Killing Kittens, and we're like, it's hedonism meets glamour. It's not a sex cruise. And it certainly was much more about sex, and it had more like swinger vibes, which is great, right? Like it's, that is a thing. And and that was just for the promotion. Ours definitely is not a sex party.
Okay. Got it.
If people want to go to, we have a workshop on E&M, on non-monogamy. If people want to go into each other's rooms and play with each other, we support this. We're just not hosting that. Yes.
Copy that.
I know. So the Love Drive and Shameless Sex, Shameless Love.
Love it. It's so fun. Really great to see you, Amy.
I know. I'm glad it only took about 8 years for you to come back on the show, but we got you. Hopefully we'll do it again.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Okay, listener, thank you so much for being here. And thank you, Amy Baldwin of the Shameless Sex podcast, for joining me. You can find that podcast and this podcast wherever you listen to podcasts, obviously, because you're listening to the podcast right now. Leave me a question, podcast@thelovedrive.com or 415-494-9559. I need questions. Send me your questions. And thank you for spending this time with me. If you love this episode, a review means the world. Any comments on Spotify or YouTube also mean the world, and share this episode with somebody who needs it. And in the meantime, have a beautiful week.